What a difference a year makes. It seems like last year we were in canola fields and there was a little more yellow to it. And we have Josh Bushong here to talk about. Josh, where is the yellow in the canola fields this year?
It'll be here.
It
Just
will?
give it a little bit more time. We are behind schedule. Typically we are blooming right now. We're maybe 2 to 3 weeks behind schedule according to the last few years. But about 10 years ago, this is about where we were, but last 3 or 4 years, we've been going earlier and earlier, but this year we're delayed a little bit again. So hopefully we'll have some continued cooler days during pod fill and stuff like that. Hopefully it doesn't get hot too quick, and hopefully we stay clear of some of those late spring freezes as well. So, but for the most part, we're looking good. We have potential out there. We've got some excellent fields still. We've lost a few here and there due to the prolonged harsh winter we've had. So, but for the most part, guys are pretty pleased with the crop right now.
Okay, so, and of course, moisture. We can never have too much rain. Well, you can, but you probably won't right now.
A lot of guys are getting very dry right now, to say the least. So we really need another rain to kind of set these yields. Like I said, we're sitting more or less dormant, starting to break dormancy, going into bolting. We really need another good rain to really set some good yields. So.
Okay. Now, what should producers be looking for in their fields right now? Because we're kind of past the spraying period.
Yes, once the canola starts to bolt, you've kind of exceeded or went past the deadline for putting herbicides out. But we still need to go out and scout our fields. We usually start seeing a lot more insect damage this year, or this time of year. So we get out and check for worms, your army cutworms, your diamondback moth larvae. As we get closer to harvest, variegated cutworms, but for the most part, aphids have been our biggest issue. So get on top of those if we need to, and as we get closer to harvest, maybe false chinch bugs and a few other insects like that. So keep an eye out for insects. Sometimes we start seeing a little bit of disease pressure this time of year, but if it was more or less came in the spring, we usually don't see a big advantage of putting any fungicides out this time of year. Usually we see our impact from the fungicides if we have onset in the fall. So sometimes we see some symptomology here and there from some diseases like blackleg or black rot, or even some sclerotinia or white mold. So, but for the most part, we haven't had any big issues with diseases coming into the spring. So cross our fingers at least.
Right, and producers will have an opportunity to meet up with you across the state. You guys are touring the state talking canola.
Yep, we're going to go from corner to corner of the state again. We're going to start off April 14th through the 17th. We've got about 15 stops planned for the tours. Contact your local county agent. He'll know where the closest one is. We don't have them in every county, but usually they're within driving distance if producers want to go out and look at some canola. We have several speakers, tentative planned to speak at each stop. Anything from basic agronomics, best management practices, you got fertility, weed control, diseases, insects. So there's a big gamut of different topics that we can discuss, but we usually leave plenty of time for discussion with the producers. Kind of walk through what they've been seeing this year and what they maybe should have done or done differently. So it's always a learning process. We've been growing it for a decade now, and we're still learning quite a bit each year. So. But it is a great opportunity to get out and look at some canola and learn a few things.
Okay, Josh Bushong, thank you much. We'll put a link to that on our website, sunup.okstate.edu.